Warning, new Band-Maid music video released. Please tune your headphones all the way up so you can go deaf in the best possible way. Please crank your speakers up to maximum volume so your neighbors can be compelled to enjoy it with you. If you don't like or share the music video with 10 family members in the next 24 hours, Mesa will kill you in your sleep. Please do not consult with people who don't like Band-Maid, their misery will overpower you. What's up everyone? So, obviously, new Band-Maid. And I have not heard the new album yet. In fact, it actually might be at least 2 weeks, I think, before I'm able to hear it. I'm currently editing one of the end of the year videos. It's the worst of 2020, which I'm currently editing, and I'm going to try to get that edited as fast as possible. Seeing as how I have 35 minutes of raw footage to edit, it's not exactly going to be done overnight. But yeah, the new Band-Maid will probably be the first album I review for the new year, I think, when I'm able to start reviewing stuff again, and I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, obviously when that comes around, I've obviously changed the way that I review albums. So it's going to be different from how I reviewed Band-Maid albums in the past. It's going to be a little more professionally, which is something I've been doing recently, you know, going away from the whole track-by-track format. I've kind of abolished that at this point. So yeah, y'all know what to expect here. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put on the headphones. I'm going to go ahead and get into this. I'm expecting something a banger, because the title is warning, so let's get a banger. In 3, 2, 1, go. That's obviously MIDI strings, but I like it. Band-Maid Tokyo Drift. Now we need Vin Diesel and Rock for this new video. It's perfect. Headphones are slipping off, but I really don't care. This is like the sequel to Mad Max, I think. What's really interesting is I don't think I've heard the Band-Maid song quite like this, and also that was a really awesome bass riff. basically back into the chorus. Okay. Guess we're gonna find out if Michael Bay directed the music video. Woo! Alright, that was freaking amazing. Now I made the comment that I think during it that I hadn't heard a Band-Maid song quite like that. I'm getting some, how should I say this, like, there was some of it that kind of reminded me of World Domination, but honestly this just felt like something completely different. A lot of other Band-Maid songs, especially what they've been outputting recently, you really hear like all these sort of different elements going on, but this one was definitely more, this isn't a criticism by the way, like more constrained. Like it definitely just felt like everything was just kind of one, if you know what I mean. So in a way the song wasn't really anything flashy, but I do think it did its job really well of just being a banger. And which is really interesting because this actually kind of ties into my theory about the which I haven't heard yet. And what's funny is I actually had a little theory, and this is actually going to pair it with the group that I had mentioned in the last reaction I made, even though the bands are completely different genres, and that is the Gazette. The reason why I'm bringing them up in this Band-Maid reaction is because with the limited edition of the recent album, Unseen World being a double album in the limited edition, that reminded me a lot of the 2012 Gazette album Division, because that was also a double album, and both albums are basically double EPs when you actually think about it, because they both only have 7 songs on each side. And on both records, each disc has a name. So on the Band-Maid album, the discs names are Roots and Progress. And then on Division, the discs names are Vein and Artery, and in my opinion, those names are actually kind of similar. And also with Division, the whole concept of that album is that the discs were divided on genre. The first disc is kind of softer alt rock, while the second disc is just like banger after banger, just really heavy industrial metal. So that ties in the Unseen World because I had a theory that the first disc is going to be, or rather one of the discs is going to be very similar to the sound on Conqueror, kind of more in that vein. And then the second disc is either going to be something completely different or it's going to be more like World Domination. So that's kind of where I ran with that theory. It's just crazy how many similarities I was able to find. Obviously, I'm not saying that it was definitely like an intentional thing, like they were inspired by them or anything like that. I just think it's really cool that I was able to find those similarities between two bands that I absolutely love. The other thing I've been trying to figure out with the album is more or less the title, because with each like Band-Maid album, it's just like there's like a sense of progression. You know, you get like sorry if I mix up the order, but you get like New Beginning, then you get Just Bring It, then you get World Domination, and then you get Conqueror, in which obviously that feels like a progression because the title Conqueror, it's already implied that you've dominated the world, but I'm kind of curious to find out where the Unseen World lays in that progression, or if this is just going to be like decided to name it something completely out of that. But yeah, the payoff for that guitar solo especially was absolutely satisfying. It's not a Band-Maid song that really have a lot to digest and like, but I think it does what it does really, really well. I just thought the song was a really fun banger. Again, payoff to the guitar solo was absolutely satisfying. This is probably one of the best shot Band-Maid music videos, I think, in my opinion. Like, I didn't know they were doing a new Mad Max or Fast and Furious movie with Band-Maid. I think it would have been absolutely amazing if they got Vin Diesel and The Rock to come in there for absolutely no reason, but I think it's really, really solid as it was. The new Band-Maid song, to the shock of absolutely no one, is pretty damn good. Now, let me know what you thought of the new Band-Maid song in the comments down below. I want to thank you for taking your time out of your day to watch this reaction, and I hope that you all have a great day.